Cancer, this is your reading, okay? This is your very first individual reading. We're going to go ahead and see what is going to come out for you guys. We're going to start with the Truth Oracle deck, and then after the Truth Oracle deck, we will clarify with the Tarot, okay? And you'll see the Tarot decks that we're going to use once we get to that part. So let's go ahead and see what energy is coming out. What do y'all want to talk about? Intuition, sixth sense, intuition, subconscious. Okay, so this is maybe about some programming, inner knowing, your understanding of something. Y'all ever see the movie The Sixth Sense? Yo, that movie is crazy as hell. And I gotta watch it again. But because I watched when I was little, so I didn't have a real full grasp of it. Maybe y'all go watch The Sixth Sense. Okay? But either way, go watch it. That movie was crazy. Okay, what we got? The Sixth Sense. Unfinished business. Okay. So intuitively, there is something, something you've been going back and forth about. If it is not a person, something you have been going forth about baggage. Okay, this is going to be about some subconscious baggage, Cancer, that you are carrying with you. Maybe you are, excuse me for my throat. It's the pollen, it's hot. My nose, it's a lot going on, okay? Okay, I know how y'all are. Y'all get crabby on me. Hidden truths, secrets, hidden things, treasure, tip of the iceberg. Okay, so you are doing some deep diving, Cancer, about something that you have been carrying for a long time, and you're looking at how this that you have been carrying for a very long time this is, let me say here, because whatever you've been carrying for a long time, you may have been hiding it from yourself. This could be something, a hidden truth. Yeah, maybe it's not a truth that you're hiding from other people. Maybe you are hiding something from other people. Maybe this is a hidden truth that was maybe hidden from you. Home. Oh, okay. So something about where you come from, something about who you are, where you belong, Cancer. Refuge, a place that you were supposed to maybe feel safe. Okay, let's do one more. Cancer, water signs, y'all always gonna get a bitch in her feelings. We can never just we can never just have a good time. We can never just have a good time. No, just playing. This is a good time for me. Okay. Sing. So sing praises and performances. Am I showing y'all the cards? Have y'all seen one card? Probably not. Home. Hidden truth. Unfinished business. Intuition. But this here, like I said, is something that's been ingrained in you. What's intuition? Okay. Okay, so you had message. It dropped out in reverse, which is why I showed it in reverse. Communication records, calls, instant messaging. Okay. It was in the reverse. I feel like this feels like something that you have been doing, something you've known, something you've been programmed to feel. And I wanted to say this here when I saw baggage and back and forth, because look at the situation here. This situation, this energy looks happy. His sun is dandelions. Like, this is something that would be happy. This would be a like almost like the Six of Cups here. This picture looks like the feeling should be something that's like happy, or you know what I'm saying, something like that, or sunny. But to me, I'm feeling like this is your norm. Whatever this is your norm. Whatever this is what has been your base. This has been what, you know, you have thought life was about, or how life should go. So I feel like whatever revelation that you're having right now, Cancer, is really something really heavy, and something maybe you have carried around a lot. Like, I'm going to look at this like the Page of Swords in reverse, if you know tarot, which is like a message. And it does say message in communication records, call records, instant messaging. It does say that. So it does feel like, I said, feel like conversations, or like negative conversations that you've had, or negative things that you've been told, or a negative understanding that you have had about life in general, or about something, or about someone. With soul here, with sing, praises, and performance, makes me feel like this is kind of being who you are. This is something you maybe shout to the rooftops. Maybe you realize how much of this situation, this thing, how much of it has really shaped who you are, shaped your preferences, shaped how you do things, how you go about things. Like, I really feel like you are, hold on, honey, my hair look a little bumpy. Okay, you know, like how you go about things, who you are, your character. It feels like maybe it's been like something has been like on a lie. It feels like, especially with Hidden Truth here, it feels like you have been like living a lie, or your life has been a lie, or something is not true. Something has been a lie. Something has been, you know, fucking you up, getting in the way. Okay, that was good. That was good as far as like flowing, but obviously the feeling that you're having is not good. Mistress, third party. So this feels like a person, a group, especially if you have mistress, third party. There is a new journey, a new beginning here, or you are pausing. You could be on a pause, and then, you know, once you reset, there'll be a new beginning. How much your brain up? Look for, yeah, investigation, search, explore. You could just be in a space resting, in a space of investigation, almost like hermit mode a little bit. So let's be mindful of the cards that are called out, because as far as the tarot cards, because they may pop out in the actual tarot. Now I'm going to use the Hoodoo deck for you guys, because this feels like something that is generational. I'm going to start with the Hoodoo deck. I may still use my other deck to clarify if necessary. But this feels like something that comes from family. This does not feel... I gotta do a verse. Yeah, talk to myself. But yeah, it doesn't... It feels like something that's coming from family, generation, something like that. Or it's just been like your base. Something that's been ingrained in you, your environment. Sims, Father Sims, which is like the Temperance. So yeah, that feels like this is like a divine timing. You can look at this as like divine timing, divine intervention. There is a moment in this pause here, wherever you are. It feels like you are really kind of maybe going in about self, looking, you know, looking at your subconscious, look at things that you've been taught, maybe studying yourself, I feel like, because you can look at this as Sagittarius energy, and Sagittarius is like the forever student, you know what I'm saying? So it feels like that you're getting some knowledge or something here. Daughter of Sticks, something may be moving fast, coming in fast, a message. A message, an intuitive nudge. You're doing something. Yeah, that's an intuition though. Like we just saw with the Sixth Sense, because the High Priestess here, Miss Ida. Look, grandchildren, yep. With the Hermit, well, with the Black Hermit, which is the Magician, but that's in the reverse. Somebody could have been using their power for bad here. I feel like you're very quiet in this quest, though. I feel like this is a quest that you are very, especially with, like, you're very serious about it, and you're not playing, and you know what I'm saying? You're not playing no games. You are going head first and very assertive with it, but I feel like it's something that you're doing quietly. It's not something that you maybe are ranting and raving about. With the grandchildren here in the Black Hermit in the reverse, it's definitely something with family, obviously. With grandchildren here, maybe your grandparents, or with Pa, the moon, a parent. So maybe your grandparents and your parents. Yeah, with the Black Hermit in reverse, feels like somebody in the family or something has been using their power for not good, possibly, with the Hermit. Or just the way that your family goes about things, or the way that y'all do things, or the way that y'all, you know, behave. It feels like maybe it kind of has created an environment that is kind of hard to, you know, live in or hard to cope with or something of that nature with the Hermit in reverse. I mean, damn, I keep saying the Hermit in reverse. The fucking Magician. Look at that, ancestors. Ooh. In the reverse, this is something here that has like, it's like a lesson that has not been learned. And maybe you are in a space where trying to overcome something. It has been a challenge for your family. Maybe you want to be like the person who kind of like the generation breaker here. It's like, Four of Swords in reverse. What's the Four of Swords in reverse? Before I speculate, let me clarify. No. I feel like this is an energy like you feel like, you know, you're trying to get up off your ass and you're trying to make it work. I feel like you're trying to actually do the work. People in your family could be, you know, not doing the work, not doing the things they need to do to heal. They could be stagnant and where they are comfortable. And I feel like that's just not where you are and what you want to do. Okay. Oh, we 12 minutes in. I didn't even know. Ooh. Ooh. Here's a family. Father of Baskets, Son of Sticks, and the Mother of Baskets. And all in the fucking reverse. There's a family here. There's a child here. This is your parents. This is your parents. Your parents failed to do something, to start something, to get something started, to initiate. What did they fail to initiate? I feel like your parents just repeated the same old things that they maybe were taught. Four baskets, new approaches to things. I feel like you're not in a space where you're going to reject things. Feels like you are trying to face things head on here. There go that Hermit in the reverse. Yeah, this just feels like you're taking initiative here when it comes to things in your family that could have been keeping you guys down, that could have been, you know, keeping, like, you know, just been affecting you, or you recognizing how much something in your family has really affected you. And I feel like you're on a quest to heal that. Okay. Okay, what's your energy here? Because we know what you're doing, but how are you? Miss Ida in the reverse. You have, I got bed. You have not been trusting your intuition. I think you've been letting things kind of fall out of your lap, or you've been letting things fall into your lap. I feel like you've been holding a lot of baggage here. I feel like you have not been maybe tapped into yourself, or to, like, you know, maybe you've been disconnected from yourself, and something has maybe put you in a space where you need to be more connected. But there is a feeling here of being disconnected. Yeah, disconnected. Eight of Coins. What's Eight of Coins? These all feel like they're in reverse. What's the Eight of Coins? Could be something about money, like generational money. But what have you been disconnected from? And I got the 8 of Coins. Opportunities. Understandings. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Almost like a chance or something. Maybe you feel like you just didn't have a chance. One more card, and then we're gonna Father of Coins. Yeah, I mean Mother of Coins in reverse. So that's Queen of Pentacles. With the Daughter of Coins upright. Yeah, just feels like you may be doing something different than like your mom. Look, yep, look, Father of Coins. This is definitely a family. I feel like you are taking more control. Maybe you're kind of coming out of this is the energy that your family is in, which could be the Mother of Coins in reverse, very greedy, materialistic, not worried about the right things. And it's in a space now where you may be coming into someone who is more diligent, who is more intentional, who is more stable, who is more productive. Okay, so Cancer, that is your reading. Like, comment, and subscribe.